Alright guys, what is up? We're back with another answering your Blender questions and problems. This is like part 2 or part 3. So our first question is coming in from Lil Chases. He says, how do I import? Well, first of all, if you don't have Cat's Blender plugin in Blender already, please go watch my tutorial on that. It is on my channel as well. I'll also have it in the description of this video. So once you guys have the Cat's Blender plugin installed, you should have the Cats and MMD tab right here on the left side of Blender, right where my mouse is. And once you have this, you want to click on the Cats one, and it should say Import Model. And this is where you will import your models, being a PMB, PMX, FBX, stuff like that. Okay, once you have imported the model, you guys are going to see the bones, and you guys are going to see it's all grayed out, and we can't see anything. So also, in this Cats plugin, you guys are going to want to click Fix Model once you guys have imported your model. And for the most part, everything is looking good now. So that is how you guys import a model into Blender. Our next question comes from B. Thanks so much for the video. Can you make a video explaining how to clothing import from another model, example, model A to model B? Okay, so you basically want to transfer clothing from one model to another. Okay, so for this example, I will be using two models off of DeviantArt. And let's say you wanted to transfer clothing, say the pants or shirts, skirts, boots, anything, even the hair. You could even do the hair. So what you're going to want to do is go to each model and separate them by the materials. This will basically break them up into as many pieces as they have. Okay. So if I wanted to take these pair of pants and put it over onto this one, well, first of all, I would want to figure out what parts can be removed on here. So let's go ahead and delete these. Boom. We don't want those. And we want to move these ones over to that. You just move them with the arrow keys. And again, you have to position them about where they would be in proportion to the other model, right? So take your time positioning these with the move tools. Obviously, you can move, rotate. All these tools are down here. The resize tool is S, I believe, scale. Yeah, scale. You guys are just gonna have to go and use the proportional editing. I showed how to do proportional editing in my last video. If you guys want me to make a whole separate video just on proportional editing, explaining it to the best I can, please let me know in the comments. Just one person say, can you make a video on proportional editing fully? And I'll do that, but I want to get to all the questions in this video. So the next question comes from Taichao Ling. Sorry if I pronounced your name scuffed. He says, I have a problem where I downloaded dress/outfit from DeviantArt and there's already a hand on there. Can you tell me how to remove it and the rest of the clothes that is attached to the parents? So this sounds like you imported something and you want to put it on the avatar, but it already has stuff on there and you don't want it. So to remove things, again, we're going to want to make sure that everything's separated. So for you, if you were to import this, say if this was the thing that you imported, was this whole outfit right here. And let's say you didn't want this little see-through part on it right here. You can either click on it by selecting it and just delete. So the delete key, or if you're trying to delete like part of the arm, or if there's like a hand that got imported, the way to do that would be go into edit mode by pressing tab. That is the tab key, and you'll see a bunch of triangles and polygons up here. So make sure this is open. Then you can press B on your keyboard, and you'll see this plus show up. And you guys can select what you guys want to delete and delete vertices. You can also do this manually, and as you guys can see, it cuts off the hand. Another way to do this that's even better, if you're trying to cut off a large section, you can click this button right here. It's called Limit Selection Visibility. If you click this, you should be able to see through the entire model. So let's say I wanted to delete the whole hand in one go. I'd press B, go here, select all of these, right? And then delete. Obviously, you can do this way more clean, but just for time's sake, I just wanted to show you how it's done. But yeah, you could definitely go in and find a section right here that's perfect right here, and then just cut it off completely. So, yep, that's how you would do that, man. Alright, the next question comes from Candy, and she or he asks, ahoy, I'm having an issue with the avatar and T-pose, but my clothing is not. I cannot figure out how to pose the clothing armature and make it stick. I sculpted the shirt on, but I look quite better, nicer if it was posed instead. So what I'm getting from this is you have a shirt like this that is not lined up to your arms properly when you're trying to size it and stuff. So in the end it would not look good. Now this is a really bad example because this one lines up really well, but say it didn't and the arms were messed up, right? Here, I'm just going to move this over here to give you a better idea so you can see. Let me turn the armature on real quick. Oops. Already breaking rules from my own video. Okay, so make sure you are dragging stuff by the armature. I can't keep that in mind. Make sure you're grabbing stuff by the bones to see if the item you have, if it doesn't have bones, it's okay. That just means you're going to have to wave paint. But always grab stuff. If it has bones, you can see right here, up here. If it has bones or not, it'll say armature. Just make sure that eye is on. So here's what you do. Instead of putting your avatar in pose mode and moving your avatar's arms, use the shirt. Click on the bones of the shirt if it has any. If not, then I would suggest rigging your own shirt or finding a whatever piece of clothing you're finding. Have someone rig it for you. So to do this, you will click on the armature, go to pose mode, click on the shirt, click on this upper arm right here, and boom. Press R to rotate. And now you can position this to T-pose. And then you can click apply to rest pose. And now when you move the shirt, it'll stay. Hope that helped. And the last one for this video comes in from Entity. So the textures are pink after doing the fixed model, but when I go to the render, it shows correctly. So what this sounds like is your PC is just having a trouble finding where the texture is located. So what you do is select on the piece of clothing or whatever it is that you're trying to put the texture on. So make sure it's highlighted like this in orange by right-clicking, not the bones, the actual item itself. And the top right here, you will see a bunch of boxes. Look for the circular one that has the textures on it. Scroll down, and you'll see MMB texture. And this is where it's going to be located. So make sure you have the texture. You click on this, and then find it. Find wherever it is. So it's going to be a PNG. So just find the hoodie texture. Say this, if this was it, you click accept, and boom. That'll put the texture on there. Also, make sure if you scroll up here, you turn the shadeless on. Because if shadeless isn't on, you're not going to be able to see. So I hope that helped. And if it doesn't work at all, again, here's another thing you could try. Remove the material completely. New. Turn on shadeless. Scroll down. Add the texture. Open. And if it looks a little bit like darker than it's supposed to, go to the diffuse color and turn this up to 1. Make sure all these are 1. Hope this helped. I hope all of this helped you guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if I helped you guys at all, and please feel free to ask any more questions in the description, and I'll get to all of them eventually. I want to make more videos. You guys loved the last video and gave me a huge amount of support. I think it's at like 10,000 views or something at the time I was making this video. So thank you guys so much for that, and I'll keep up the work. Just please ask questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm still learning as well every day, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.